Hello guys, assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to the Maxables, and today we are gonna see again. It's the third day, we already seen 2 days pack of action. We've seen yesterday the Doc 1v3 on DRS. It was an iconic moment, but it's not the end of the iconic moment because today we're gonna see more moments, more iconic moments because it's the third day, full pack of actions, and many teams are gonna join us today once again. A big names, the clash of PMSL before PMSL only on the Maxables. So today we will discuss about some teams and how they're gonna play today. But in short, let's talk about the event calendar quickly. So 2 days are done and dusted, 31st of May and 1st of June. So now the train is gonna stop on 3rd of June. So 2nd June and 3rd June are gonna be the final days. So today is the 2nd June, and today we're gonna see series of 5 matches once again. And here is the points tables. Let's quickly have a look on the points table as well. So the first, if someone get the chicken dinner, he will get 10 points. If the runner-up will get the 6 points, the third position will get the 5 points, the fourth one will get the 4 points, then the fifth one will get 3 points, sixth one will get 2 points, seventh and eighth will get only 1 point, and none for any other who is from 9 to 16. The elimination points are gonna be only 1. So have a quick look at the prize pool breakdown as well. So the total prize pool is $1,300 and the first prize will get $500. The runner-up will get $250. The third prize will get $200, and the fourth one will get $150. The fifth one will get $100. And if you are amusing us the most, like Doc yesterday, even No Fear Horaa, No Fear from DRS, entertain us very much in that Sanhok match as well. Konina Power is not stopping to amuse us. So if you are amusing us the most and you become the most valuable player, you'll get $100 as well. So in next couple of minutes, we're gonna go into the Erangle. But before going to Erangle, let's see a quick look on the playing team. So it's APG, no introduction needed for all these teams, but it's Navi, Daggy Boys, Dagestan 77, HELLION, Virtuous Crew, Konina Power, Viper X Knockout, a very new team of Pakistan. Then we have Champions, ESP, Tribe Aromacy. Then we have Horaa Esports from Nepal. Then we have DRS Gaming from Nepal. Then ASI8. I'm not sure if ASI8 gonna join today or not, but Team UPG is definitely gonna join today because they are on the top of the points table. Then we have 4 Tribe Regicide, AMIX Esports, the very good team Maxables, who never got any chicken dinner, and then the WarrGye team, who always get an early elimination. So overall ranking, let's discuss about the overall ranking as well. So in the overall ranking, UPG is still maintaining the top spot. Then we have Alpha Gaming right beside them, 85 points, just few points difference. And then AMIX with very similar points. And then we have Konina Power with just the difference of 1 point. So in the meantime, my partner also joined. So welcome back, Asan. How are you?
Thank you so
So,
much. Thank you so much. Now, sorry for the delay. I was
okay.
experiencing some technical difficulty here, but anyhow, talking about our overall ranking, guys. Once again, welcome to the third day of the Maxwell Invitationals upgrade. As Daud rightfully said, 94 points, right on the top. Alpha Gaming, 85 points. So things are, I would say, pretty close to getting into a decider situation. Still, top 5 positions are highly contestable, and most of these teams will eye for the first spot because the difference is not that much, Daud.
Yes, exactly. This difference is not that much because anytime you can be dethroned, and we've seen that that the way AMIX performed, the Konina Power, and now he was performing very consistently. But look at these guys, UPG, they just dethrone every single one of these guys. But let's see today because we're gonna go into the Erangle in next few minutes, and let's see how these teams are gonna perform today. Yes.
Absolutely. Our first match of the day, guys. Once again, we'll have a quick look at the map schedule. But before we go there, we have obviously we have to have a quick look on our overall top players, our top fraggers, or I would say the MVP tournament MVP so far. We have Amex Lloyd with immaculate performance yesterday. In 3 matches, the guy managed to collect about 16 to 18 eliminations. So within a day of performance, he is still at the first spot. Talking about APG top, out of nowhere, this guy just showed up to the party and started,
Yes.
collecting all these good elimination points. We saw APG in that previous second last match of the day yesterday, Erangle. They got the winner in a chicken dinner by eliminating Navi in the final circles and Konina Power. And in that performance, Top was one of the players, one of the key players that helped them with the Mini 14 action, which we had, you know, noticed yesterday. Talking about Navi P6, obviously been in the top fragging list since day one. Becca also joined us from AMIX, and UPG Melody Tank. This guy been around this ranking for almost 2 days now. I don't want to see him going down from here, and looking forward to getting him some more frags in the first few matches of the day.
Exactly, yesterday we've seen a lot of iconic moments, specifically the APG guys. But look at the map schedule quickly. So the same maps we're gonna see today: the mass series of 5 matches, Erangle, Miramar, then Sanhok, and then Erangle and Miramar. So these are the 5 matches we're gonna see today. And welcome back, Asan. So how are you
Thank
today? How excited you are to see the matches today? We're gonna see a lot of back action today. So which team are you actually, supporting today? I've heard that you were supporting AMIX yesterday, and they performed very well. So it wasn't a jinx from your side, because yesterday whenever you talk about any team, it's the game over for that team. But today, let's see which team are you supporting.
No, it's all about since the day I started being an analyst, being the I would say PUBG Mobile analyst. My most of the experience was going with tactical shooters, so I understand how the strategies work when it comes to battlegrounds. There was a game, I'm not gonna mention that game here, but it was more of like a clownic game rather than having a tactical shooter. Everybody knows you jump from the plane, you hang on a parachute with one hand, so everybody knows which game I'm referring to, and you're building all these castles to just take one guy down. But I had some experience casting that, playing that game, so I understand when it's a battle royale game, when it's more of like an open ground game, how the strategies work. If a team have no other options to move, obviously they will get sandwiched. Teams will try to vacate certain areas, so if someone is messing around that area, they will eventually get taken out. So in most cases, when I point out in a gameplay, that means that team have to improve that point, rather than telling them, okay, you'll die now, because I'm seeing a bird eye view. But this, it is what it is. Talking about especially coming back to your question, as you said, which team I'm supporting today, I would like to see Upgrade keeping their momentum going. I would like to see APG dethroning Upgrade. So my money today could possibly be on APG. I can see the consistency is coming back.
Exactly, the APG, performed very well yesterday. The last guy was standing APG dog, and he, pull off a 1v3 clutch on DRS. It was a very good movement. So that shows how consistent APG are currently. The last match in which they did chicken dinner in the Erangle match against the Navi. Navi gave a very hard time to the APG, but ultimately, APG had a good split. They used their brain. They weren't involved in any fights in the last zone, and they waited for the best opportunity. Konina Power was also there, and we also seen Konina Power in every runner-up. Always
Yes,
on the top 3, always on the top 4. Even if it's just a single guy, one guy, even if he accept his fate, if he accept his fate in the last zone, he is still always there, Konina Power. So we cannot deny Konina Power as well, because we're not
100%.
sure. Maybe today we can see Konina Power on the top of the table today. But let's see. Match is gonna start in next few minutes, and we'll see which team is gonna show more consistency today. And I'm really rooting for DRS and Horaa as well, because DRS and Horaa performing very well in the previous events. I'm not talking about the Maxables, I'm talking about the big events, how they qualified for the PMSL, how dominant they perform in their PMNC. So I'm really rooting for DRS and Horaa as well. So let's see which team is going to perform more dominating gameplay today. Yes.
I would say I can see the strength of DRS and Horaa in the early fights. With very limited resources, these guys just out of nowhere pull off insane clutches, which shows the depth of the team. So, and that there's nothing to worry about. When I talk about Nepal esports scene, I see They're gonna
Oh
deny the
yeah.
kill.
Yes,
Absolutely,
yes,
they're gonna
yes,
deny the
yes.
kill. Winner chicken dinner goes to AMX. Once again, another outstanding performance by these guys. But UPG, they fought well. They managed to get the second place, not the chicken dinner. They were the best contender, I must say. But it's all about the timing. It's all about the positioning, the way teams position themselves. And as UPG Melody Tank took down the last player
Yeah.
of champion, they should be more aware that they need to get a little more space into the circle rather than just waiting in the back lines. But anyhow, guys, whenever the chicken dinner goes to AMX, AMX back out with 4 eliminations. Then we have KG 999 Falcon. I think that's the name of the guy. 3 eliminations. AMX ING with 4 eliminations. Lloyd with 0, but this time around he got eliminated, I think, early on. That's the reason why. Otherwise, it would have been a different story. Total 11 eliminations, 21 points secured by this team.
Exactly, they played a very good match, and I think it's the first time they got the chicken dinner. But we've seen a very consistent performance from the AMIX side in the past 2 days. The very first few matches weren't that much good, but they have been performing very well after those matches. Look at the match summary: 53 total elimination, and if we talk about the heal, it's 7,400 total knockouts for 56, 10 grenade elimination, and those are very good eliminations by the grenade. The last grenade by the UPG against. Daigi boss. That was a very good grenade, and I saw that grenade. It wasn't directly sent into the shack. It took one toss and then go into the shack. So it was well calculated with the precision by the UPG guys. So it's head to head 11 elimination versus 7 elimination. A very good damage on the MX side, 2300 and 1200 damage on the UPG side. 375 heals versus 760 and 10 knockouts and 3 knockouts on the UPG side. So AMIX were busy, guys. AMIX were busy and they got the chicken dinner as well. A well deserving chicken dinner to the AMIX side, yes.
Absolutely. 7 total eliminations for upgrade. We can see a lot of damage being dealt by AMX. As we were talking about this, they were in the midst of 2 to 3 different fights. And if they still manage to get out of those fights, that means there is some, I would say, gameplay depth when it comes to the team. The team game was uh, right on, I would say, on display and perfectly exhibited. But talking about the match MVP, we have UPG Melody Tank with 6 eliminations. If the team confirmed 7 eliminations, this guy did pretty good. I would say 90% of the work was done by this guy on the screen. 595 damage. Rest of the stuff you guys saw on the screen. Talking about the top players of our match number 11, we have Melody Tank, Becca, ING, still Navi P6 in this
Yes.
ranking with 3 eliminations, and HELLION Groza. Beautiful work he done against Konina Power in I would say the dice compounds. That's what we call them, right next to Georgia Bull.
Exactly. So the top players, these guys perform a very good job, and all these guys are right now, their teams are right now on the top rankings, and it's the results of this specific match. So we can see the AMIX guys got 21 points, 10 points of placement, and 11 points of elimination. Then we can see UPG with a very consistent performance, 13 points overall, and then we have Navi with 11 points. Dagestan 77 got 8 points, and then HELLION Gaming with the very similar points, and Champions Esports with 7 points. DRS performed a very good game. The three guys got early elimination because of the drop clash, I think. And then Virtuous Pro, these guys got 4 elimination because of R3G Regicide. These guys, it's a 4v4 situation, and Virtuous Pro won that situation. Then we had Tribe Aromacy. They didn't play a very long game this time, but hopefully we're gonna see some more action in the next Miramar. So Viprex knockout the 2 points, and here you can see all team with good. Unfortunately, Konina Power and Alpha haven't managed to get more this game, but they were playing very consistently since the day of these Maxable tournaments. So overall top players is the overall top players. Melody Tank is with 24 eliminations, some serious stats, and then we have Amix Baker with 20. Then we have Navi is somewhere always, and with the 24 elimination with 4,000 damage, and then we have Amix, another guy from Amix with 19 elimination. Then we have Dagi Boaz with 19 elimination. So these are some good stats. As it's just I've seen that it's not very much consistently in very first day they played very consistently, but on the second day only one match they played very good, but on the other matches they faced a very early elimination because of drop fight. But in this match, if we talk about there was had a good survival, and he actually took down many guys and secured some eliminations as well. So yes.
There you go. Again, when it comes to the securing the elimination, I must say the way AMX played the game, everybody contributed, and especially before eliminations, the rest of the team was right playing in accordance in a planned fashion. Overall ranking, guys, it is keeping things away from most of these teams. EMX side, 100 points, upgrade 107 slows. Chickener got AMX got it, but still 1 points. NATUS on the side, consistence put them in 90 points now. Alpha Gaming, they got eliminated early on. Good story. Dagestan boys, they improved it in this game. But rest of the teams, most not much of the changes happened. But our focus will be on top 5 teams. These are the teams that actually get the piece of the $1,300 that is on the line, on the stake. They're gonna take a big chunk out of that price, and also the top that will get about $100 or as a personal reward. But overall, guys, we'll go for a short break for highlights.
Yes.
Thank you for rooting for you. We'll be right back.
Exactly.
Welcome back, guys. After a short break, highlights were played on your screen, and especially those moments, Horaa going against Navi, AMIX finishing things off with champions. Also, at the same time, the way R3G and HELLION Esports engaged with each other, Konina Power getting thrashed by the hands of HELLION, and a lot of different moments were there. But Daud, welcome back after the break. We're about to head into our first Miramar of the day. Any specific teams that you're looking at?
Okay, so in this match, I'm really rooting for the DRS once again. So I think I'm gonna become a diehard fan of DRS and Horaa because these guys have some serious talent as we discussed in the previous game as well. So I'm really looking for the DRS to dominate this map, but I'm not every time since yesterday DRS are winning every single drop fight. But let's see. I think he's gonna.
It's
For
all
APG,
beautiful work
in
done
front
by
for
R3G.
APG. Exactly. So, yo, R3G, after so long, they finally got the chicken dinner. It's not just simple chicken dinner with so many elimination, with 17 elimination. These are the faces that got 27 points in a single match, and I think it's one of the best chicken dinner we've seen so far with so many elimination. I don't remember anyone getting more elimination than 14 or 15, but these guys got some serious elimination here and also got the
47
chicken dinner
points.
here. And it's gonna change the complete structure of the points table as well, the overall points table as well. And we might be seeing these guys on somewhere on the top 6 or top 7 maybe. But let's see, R3G Iron with some good stats, 1600 damage and 10 elimination. He played a very impressive
Oh
gameplay in
my
this match.
god.
Pinkman with 3 elimination, then 1 elimination to the Malik, and then Voss. That crucial knock was excellent by Voss, the very first opening on the
On
APG,
top,
and
yeah.
it's played a crucial role. So 17 elimination for this team, along with the chicken dinner winner chicken dinner team stats on your screen, guys.
There you go, 17 total eliminations. Let's have a quick look at the match summary. 59 total eliminations, 9,000 plus damage, 62 total knockouts, 1 grenade elimination, 32 assists, and 1 vehicle elimination. The vehicle elimination we saw ourselves. R3G took down Konina Power,
Power.
Eugene. Yes, there you go. Looks like it's time to look at the MVP, and we will be not seeing any surprises. In my opinion, is R3G Iron.
Iron, yes, I
And
think it
let's
will
have,
be
yeah,
Iron
let's,
because he
let's
played.
have a quick look at his stats. But before we go there, what an amazing performance by these guys. I want to see some more of these matches from R3G so things get a little, I would say, exciting for all the viewers out there. R3G now
Yes.
talking about the team set to it. Before even we go to the MVP, we have to go have a quick look at the winner and the runner-up team of the previous match. R3G 17 eliminations, APG on the side, they've been quite busy as well. 12 eliminations, 2700 damage, total healing 634. Total heats done by R3G was 920, 14 knockouts, 13 knockouts. So the thing was quite similar. So even both of these teams ended up being against each other. I must say either of the team would have won the match, would be a deserving team. The kind of work they put throughout the game, I must say, it would be a well-deserving chicken dinner. But match MVP, guys, without any surprises, we have R3G Iron, a shining star, hailing out of Karachi, Pakistan. There you go. 10 eliminations,
Exactly,
1639.
10
Don't ask me for his home address or his personal phone number. I don't have it. But anyhow, R3G Iron, 10 eliminations, 1639 damage, 9 total knockouts. Beautiful work done by this guy. And he did only twice healing. Like, did healed himself twice. I was like, nobody can touch me.
He was invincible. I think he got the armor level of 8 or 9 maybe. But let's see how he's gonna play in the next game. But in this match, it was absolute cinema to watch R3G Iron, specifically the complete team of R3G, with the with the calls, with the contribution. They every guy played, did a contribution in the teamwork. Well, let's talk about the APG dog as well. He's on the second spot with 6 elimination, and then APG top with the 5 elimination on the third spot. Then we have AMIX Lord with the 4 eliminations on the fourth spot. Then we have another guy from R3G. So we are seeing 2 guys from R3G and 2 guys from APG team, both on the top players list of this match. So it was a very excellent match. It was the map of Miramar, and R3G performed very well. And the last match I remember in which R3G performed excellent was also Miramar. So I think these guys had some serious knowledge of Miramar map, and these guys did a very great rotation, a very good contribution, and showed us an excellent gameplay in this match. So they're having a look on the match ranking of this match. R3G with the 27 points, some serious points, some very good points, and that's why they are right now on the very first spot of this map. Then we have Alpha Gaming on the second spot. Then we have AMIX with 9 points on the third spot. Then we have Aromacy 7th points. It was a very good fight between Aromacy and R3G, but R3G dominated that fight. And then we have HELLION Gaming with 7 points, very similar to Aromacy. Then we have Konina Power, and then Maxibel on the 7th spot without any elimination points, only the placement points because these guys were on the hashtag 3. Then we have Dagi Boys with 3 elimination, and 3, and then we have Navi with 3 points as well. So we have the list of all the guys on the screens with the match rankings, and we have seen a very good match. It was a very good match, the Miramar.
There you go. Talking about overall top players, things are changing a little bit. AMX back up, holding the first spot now, 24 eliminations. AMX, even though they got eliminated early on, still back up, had a good contribution for his team. Talking about Lloyd, is still hanging in there, 23 points, 23 eliminations. If we talk about Melody Tank, so the guy is just shifting positions. He jumps from first to third or fourth and then go back to first in a single match. Talking about overall ranking, guys, AMX 115 points, very good job done. Upgrade on the other side, they're gonna have a good match as well. So 108. Alpha Gaming, as we rightfully said, they will break into the 100-point marker, 104 points. Talking about Regicide, jumping all the way from 15 to 11 spot, as you were saying. They'll get closer to Aromacy, rightfully said. 60 points on their tally now. On the other side, things haven't changed much. Konina Power, 92 points. Navi, 93 points. Dagestan, 783. But guys, this was our match number 2. We'll be going for a quick highlight break. We'll be back with our match number 3. Don't go anywhere.
Sanhok.
Hello, welcome back to the Maxibles. Two matches done and dusted. Welcome, Asan. I hope you enjoyed the last match very much. The way R3G, come back into the game and showed a very good action to the viewers. And they weren't playing very consistently in the last few matches, but and now we're seeing on the points table that there isn't much difference between the top 6 to top 11. Just a difference of like 20 points. So even if you get one chicken dinner more or a one consistent gameplay again, you might be in the top 8. So I need some more consistent gameplay from R3G as well. But talking about the Navi as well, these guys are also playing very well. AMIX, Konina Power, and UPG and APG. UPG and APG got some early elimination in this match, but this doesn't change much on the point structure of the top teams because APG and UPG are still holding the thrones. And in next couple of matches we might see this throne can be dethroned. Yes.
Absolutely, and I can see APG making that runner-up uh, position in the previous match. They are now in the top leagues now, top 3, 107, 109, 115. That's the kind of situation that we are looking at. But guys, it's
Oh,
Confirmation
as you said,
XMPL. Told you.
yes.
Told you from the top. He knows everything. The guy is keeping an eye. Winner chicken dinner at last goes to DRS, guys. This was something we were discussing this morning. The depth is there. It's only like DRS. They're playing on a disadvantage. It's a different server. Players have some sort of like, I would say, exorbitant amount of MS ping. So
Yes.
you gotta be considerate about all the facts, which might not be allowing DRS to, you know, be on their A level game. But anyhow, guys, DRS still, as it rightfully said, 9 eliminations, winner chicken dinner for them. They've been, even though with all the problems and all the technical difficulties that they're facing, they managed to get a chicken dinner, and we are very thankful. We're very thankful for DRS's participation in this event and making it into a success. Thank you so much, guys.
Exactly, guys. Thank you so much, and thank you for showing us this entertainment. The way you perform in this game, it was exceptional with all the odds against you. You know, the unmess, the ping, but still, you guys managed to get the chicken dinner in this match, and now you're might be on somewhere near top 10. So. Talking about the match summary, we have 58 total eliminations, 7,000 plus heals, and 55 knockouts with 6 grenade eliminations, 19 assists, and 0 vehicle eliminations. So it's overall good summary of this match, and each team performed very well. A head-to-head between the DRS versus Virtuous Pro, 9 eliminations versus 11
11
eliminations on the Virtuous Pro. So if we, the total damage is quite similar, 1200, 1300, and 1300. I would say total heals were also nearly same, just a difference of 100 heals and just one extra guy. So total knocks 3 versus 8. So overall Virtus Pro stats are pretty good, but that DG boy, he took down 3 men of Virtus Pro and caught these guys off guard there. So DRS, got the chicken dinner finally, and match MVP is none other than Sleepy Horaa. I was talking about the Horaa Esports, and the one guy, he was dominating every single fight. And look at this guy's elimination, 6 elimination. He was the only man standing, the one man army. Sure, we were just witness of by the Horaa Esports, 6 total eliminations, 730 damage, and 450 heal, and 4 knockouts. These are some very good stats by the Horaa Esports Sleepy Horaa. And let's discuss the top players quickly as well of this match. Sleepy Horaa is still throning the first position because he got 6 elimination. Then on the second spot is the Virtuous Pro 444 with the 5 elimination. Then we have DRXS Delta with 4 elimination. Then we have freestylers the freestyler by 4 elimination. Then we have R3G Iron. So Iron is right now on the spotlight since last one match, and it's the second match. Iron is still on the spotlight. Yes.
True, top players, 4 eliminations early on. R3G, they went against WarrGye Esports. So whenever you go against the OGs, you suffer, you bleed. Even though WarrGye couldn't confirm a single kill on R3G, they made them bleed emotionally. But anyhow, guys, talking about the match rankings, grand finals. Match number 13, DRS 19 points, Virtuous Pro with 16 points, Daggy Boys 13 points, Alpha Gaming 8 points. Again, consistent performance from these guys. Horaa Esports 7, Regicide 6, Konina Power and Konina Power 6, Viper Knockout with 5, AMIX with 3, HELLION with 3, Aromacy with 1, Upgrade with 1. So it opens the gate for Alpha Gaming to make it to the first spot. Once we'll have a look at the overall ranking, it will keep it like pretty evident for us. But anyhow, rest of the teams with single-digit performances. Maxwell got confirmed 1, WarrGye confirmed 1, and Upgrade. I mean, they didn't confirm any kill. 1 positional point for WarrGye. Upgrade, same story. They weren't able to do much themselves as well. But again, that was the story of match number 13, Sanhok, guys. We'll be moving toward our overall ranking. Before that, we'll have a quick look at overall top players. We have Becca with 25 eliminations, 5,000 plus damage. Top is slowly and steadily making his way up. 23 eliminations, 5,794 damage. Then we have MX Lloyd, 23, still hanging in there. Melody Tank, 24. Navi P6 from the day one in top 5 players, 24 total eliminations. Nicely done. And would like to see UPG coming into the mix once again. Great work by Uzbek teams, especially UPG. Talking about AMIX, great work done by these guys. AMIX 118 still on top. Alpha Gaming dethroning Upgrade, pushing them on third spot. 112 points for Alpha, 109 for Upgrade. Konina Power 98, 97 for Daggy Boys. They're also making their way into top 5, trying to break into 100-point mark. Navi, they're just falling from the ranks. I'll say slowly and steadily they're getting pushed down. NATUS, VINCERE with 93, Virtuous Pro, good performance from them, pushed them a little bit, 85 points. Regicide, now they are on 66. Aromacy also on the first page now with 66 points. Things are getting evened out. Champion Esports 66. DRS with the chicken dinner, they get pushed from the bottom toward 12th spot. Now we are seeing Viper, Maxwell, Horaa, WarrGye, these 4 squads at the bottom. We'd like to see Viper Knockout come up with a strong match just to make things more interesting. But guys, we'll go for a short highlight break. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Dawood popping into the I would say frame. But anyhow, guys, you know, it is what it is. Back from a short break, Dawood. Don't worry about it. It happens to the best of us. But welcome back. What's your expectation to the last two matches? Are we gonna see many other changes, or I don't think so things gonna change much when it comes to the top rankings? APG, there will be a lot of switching around, but AMIX, APG, UPG, they're doing pretty well so far.
Exactly, the APG and UPG, these guys are just shuffling their slots, and even AMIX as well. AMIX just came out of nowhere yesterday, and he dethroned
Yeah.
every single guy there. They were in probably on the spot 6 or 7, but look at the point structure now, points table now. Navi is right now on the spot 6. So Navi performance is a bit different from the first day, but right now we are on the match number 4th of the day, and it's the map. For you guys, and it is over without getting the damage from the grenade. It was done by your buddy behind the Konina Power, and he eliminated the last guy. And the winner chicken dinner team is again Dagi boys. Yesterday these guys got one chicken dinner as well,
Dagestan.
and today
Yeah.
these faces had another chicken dinner with a very good elimination points as well. So these guys are making some good changes in the overall ranking as well. So I am hoping that these guys might be in somewhere between the hashtag 2 or 3, I think so, because the top players, the
Yeah.
top teams got very early elimination without having any kill points. So maybe they can dethrone hashtag 2 as well. Well, let's see.
Absolutely, guys. 16 total eliminations. Another high kill match coming from the side of Team Dagestan 777. And this time around, a lot of work done by Tanzi, Magnum, and Zadira Shifu. He was the one getting eliminated early on. So 3-man standing squad. They finished out VP. They took down AMIX. They took down the Konina Power full squad. A right move at the right time. Beautiful work done. Navi, they were just like silent spectators in the whole situation, and in the end, they got crushed between the mighties. I think Navi wasn't expecting this kind of exit, but anyhow, third spot exit in second last match of the day. Still a very good, I would say, performance coming from the side of Navi. Match summary, guys, on your screen. 60 eliminations, 6,000 plus damage dealt, 66 knockouts, 12 grenade eliminations. Shows how clinically use of utilities we saw in the previous match. 35 assists, no vehicle elimination, and I must say it was one heck of entertaining match that we just witnessed. Team head-to-head, talking about Dagestan boys and Navi with 9 eliminations, Dagestan boys with 16 eliminations, 2,000 plus, 2,500 plus damage, close to 3,000, 1,000 plus healing done, and at the same time 10 knockouts dealt by these guys. Most of these were like quick confirmation by Dagestan, so they've been quite aware of their surroundings, which really paid a good dividend for them.
Exactly. So let's have a look on the match MVP as well. So it's none other than the Townsy of the DG Boy. He got 7 elimination, a very good elimination number with a total damage of 1112 with 288 total heals and 4 knockouts. He played impressively, and in the last zone the DG Boys play a very good game and use their brain very, Konina Power had all the odds on their side, but Konina Power can easily get the chicken dinner there, but the domination, the gameplay showed by the DG Boys, that was some excellence performance by these boys, and you can see just by looking at the stat of this guy and even the chicken dinner faces as well. So overall a very good performance by the DG boys, and also a very good performance by other team as well. We can see the top player of this match, it's none other than Tonesy once again on with the hashtag first with 7 elimination, then Magnum on the second spot with 5 elimination, then we have Virtuous Pro triple four. The way he throws the grenade to the UPG guys, that was excellent with so much precision, and he killed 3 guys with the grenades. Then we have Navi is always there, and then we have Zadira, third player of DG boys with the 4 eliminations. So overall it's a very good ranking of the top players, and each team and each player played a very impressive gameplay. Some teams faced some early elimination, but let's have a quick look on the match ranking. You already know the first position is the Dagestan 77 with 26 points, a very good number, and then we have Navi on the hashtag 2 with 14 elimination, then we have Virtuous Pro with 12, and then we have Konina Power. Well, they ended up on the hashtag 2 on the placement, but unfortunately they didn't manage to get much kill points. Then we have UPG, HELLION 5 or 6 spot, and then we have DRS and Champion Esport at 7 and 8 spot. Then we have all the rest of the teams on your screens, and many teams were eliminated so early. All the below teams below hashtag 10 were eliminated so early. So it was the match between the top 10 teams in the overall rankings. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we saw a heck of an entertaining match. I must say, it was a treat for all the PUBG Mobile fans out there. If you want to see some peak esports competition, you must tune into the MaxEBELS YouTube channel. And if you're already watching, you guys are the lucky ones. You guys are witnessing some historic fights at the moment, some historic gameplay, and a lot of strategy that is being displayed by these guys. But overall, top ranking guys, VP444 out of nowhere. This guy is on 29th eliminations. He's on second spot in overall top player ranking. Magnum joining the ranks as well. Top a little bit on the, got dethroned from second spot. But now talking about Melody Chang, this guy been around since last 3 days. So I'm not surprised. But
Yes.
Becca, very good performance so far. Talking about overall ranking, guys, 122 AMIX, 122
that is
Dagestan,
very
26 points,
impressive.
really played off. Yes, Upgrade 116, Alpha Gaming 112, Konina Power, they got 109. Look at the competition, guys. I must say, if you're missing out, you should let all of your friends know that this is happening at Maxwell YouTube channel, and you shouldn't miss it out. Especially to all of those big fans, all of the Tajik fans, all of the fans coming from the Europe. Make sure you let your friends know that a lot of competition is being played between all the PMSL teams. Furthermore, Virtus Pro is also close to making it to 100 points. But guys, let's go for a quick highlight for all this action-packed match. We'll be right back after a short break.
Hello, welcome back to.
guys.
Yes, you can go ahead.
Please go ahead.
I'll give you the mic.
Sorry, we had a slight confusion, guys, but welcome back to the Maxwell Invitational. This is day 3 of Grand Finals. 4 matches are already done. We are about to step into our match number 5, and it will be on your screen anytime soon. Welcome back out after a short break. Last match, Miramar. Are we gonna see AMIX coming?
Escape the situation, and
Horaa,
Horaa
GG's.
finally got the chicken dinner with a very impressive gameplay. They hold their position till the very last. They played a very good game in this match, and finally Horaa got the chicken dinner. These are the faces which are the winner of winner chicken dinner team, and these guys had good stats as well. They weren't involved in much of the fights, but their main focus was to go for the chicken dinner, so their vision was bigger. But this is what it is. So these guys got the chicken dinner after so much effort. So a very good gameplay by these guys, and specifically the APG and UPG guys as well.
There you go. Quick, I would say not a quick finish at the end, but overall it was a good day, guys. Very
Yep.
splendid performance, splendid for performances, and I must say, I really enjoyed the way some of the Nepali teams stepped up today, because they've been facing some difficulties when it comes to connectivity issues and all that. But beside having all those disadvantages, these guys always show their class, and I can see that Sky, Sleepy, Hatami, Jigo, with one kill each. I think they don't
Exactly.
want to break a sweat too much, and they got 14 points. Got a chicken dinner. APG on the other side, they've been very consistent today. UPG, somewhat, I think they have got themselves back into the play, and tomorrow will be the deciding day, obviously. But the top five
Exactly.
positions, guys, getting really interesting. We're seeing three teams hailing from two teams hailing from Uzbekistan. We have Dagestan boys into the top positions now. We have Navi trying to get their lost pride, their lost ranks, and everybody's trying to catch up onto the first position so they can get the maximum out of the $1,300 prize pool. But anyhow, guys, my summary on your screen: 55 eliminations, 7,000 plus healing done, 60 knockouts, 5 grenade eliminations, 35 assists. Talking about the head-to-head between the winning teams, APG and Upgrade. APG 15 eliminations, Upgrade 12 eliminations. Even though Horaa got the chicken dinner, but the eliminations were on point. The survival was on point. APG and Upgrade securing the first and second position for the final match of the day. 2,900 damage dealt by Alpha Gaming. So Alpha Gaming been quite busy, and I can see the way they are practicing in this Maxwell Invitational. They could be a possible threat for teams in PMSL as well.
Exactly, so they perform very out well in this tournament. Very absolute gameplay by the team APG, and specifically the UPG as well. And based on these head-to-head stats, I can actually guess that APG could be the one that are on the very first spot on the overall ranking, because AMIX was throwing that ranking in the previous match. But I think that Alpha Gaming, with these stats, they are right now on the top of the top table. But we will see after these stats, because eventually we will be on the screen of top ranking, overall ranking of this match. But have a quick look on the MVP of this match: 10 elimination by the APG top. A very good number. 10 elimination by this guy. Only heal once. Oh, that was impressive. So he is same as invincible as Iron, just like the name. So total damage 1123, and total knockouts were 7. A very good stats of a very good team, and he proved it that he played an excellent gameplay in this match. And even APG is right now showing very consistency after the first day. So after the first day, right now we can see that how good these guys are playing. And the yesterday gameplay of APG, and specifically today, once again APG got the chicken. APG didn't got the chicken dinner, but APG performed very well. And even though they are the runner-up, these guys has more points than the winning team. Let's have a quick look on the top players. We can see APG top on the very first position with the 10 elimination, and then we have uh, Zen from UPG, which got 5 elimination. Then we have Pinkman with the 5 elimination. A beautiful 1v3 on Virtuous Pro Pinkman. That was an absolute cinema. And then we have Melody Tank, which is always on the list as always, and this guy has 4 elimination. Then we have APG Dog with the 3 eliminations. So overall, a very good gameplay, a very good stats of these players. It's the match number 5th the end of these matches, and we're seeing the match rankings of this match. We can see Alpha Gaming is on the very top because of their kill points, and then on the second number UPG on the second spot because of their points as well. Horaa got the chicken dinner, but still they are on the third spot of this match ranking. And then we have team Regicide, then we have team AMIX, then we have Viperex Knockout, and on the seventh spot we have Dagestan, and you can see all the other teams on your screen, on the right side of your screen. So overall, a very good match, a very good domination against the top teams. And in this team, again, the top team, you know, showed their skills, and the top will remain on the top. Exactly. So, you guys done with the match ranking, and now we
Yep.
will discuss about the
Sorry, my
overall
mute
top
mic was
players.
on mute. Apologies for
Okay.
that, guys. Overall top players. Let's have a quick look. There you go. Top, right on top. 9 eliminations, I believe. Previous match, he got 9 or 10 eliminations in total. So, 33 total eliminations, 13 assists, 6,917 damage. Becca gets dethroned by 4 eliminations difference. VP44 is also in there. But talking about overall ranking, guys, Upgrade still on top with 133 points. They left the match on third spot, but still very good performance. Alpha Gaming, they are on second spot, 133. AMIX with 129. Dagestan 126. What is going on, guys? Top 4 position, just a difference of 4 to 5 points. Then talking about let's talking about Konina Power, NATUS, they are still there. Virtus Pro 100-point marker. HELLION 83. Regicide now on the first page after a long while. Champion 70, Aromacy 67, DRS with 66, Horaa with 42 points, Maxwell with 38, WarrGye with 28, and Viper Knockout with 48 total points. So this has been the story at the end of day 3, match 15, guys. Still, we have 5 more matches to go. Tomorrow is the last day, final concluding day, and make sure you join us tomorrow as well. Same time, same channel. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you don't miss out the notification. And let's see who will be crowned as the first ever champion of the Maxwell Invitational for this specific effort that Maxwell put forward for the community to actually get some good practice for the guys so they can make it more entertaining, more exciting for the people and the viewers in the upcoming PUBG Mobile Super League. And that was it, guys. Check in our teams on your screen on subsequent maps. And furthermore, I think that's pretty much it for the day, though. Correct?
Exactly, that's pretty much it for the day, and a very beautiful performance by all the team. And once again, we've seen a different name on all the matches, a different name that got the chicken dinner, and it was overall a very good matches today. And all the 5 matches, it was an absolute cinema to watch. The 1v3 of the R3G, Pinkman, that was an absolute cinema. And other iconic movement of today, yesterday it was APG, Doc, and today it was R3G Pinkman, a 1v3 situation, and he handled it precisely with perfection. But as I said, as you said, this is it for the today, and I hope all of you guys enjoyed this cinema, this absolute action. But this is it for the today, and enjoy the rest of your day, guys. We will meet you tomorrow on the same time. Bye bye.
Have a good one.